Hi, I'm Alex,
And I'm Nick,
and this is the Gone Fishing Podcast.
the #1 podcast.
Not about fishing.
Enjoy.
It's the day after Easter. Happy Easter, buddy.
Does Easter mean something to you?
No.
Do you just is it just a thing that, just a thing we celebrate now?
Yeah. I think a lot of people, right?
Yeah, it's the vibe I'm
Like if you're
getting.
religious.
Yeah.
Okay. But even then, like the baskets and shit, it's just another corporate holiday,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Why are we buying? Who came up with the Easter Bunny idea?
What's
Jesus didn't look like Easter Bunny. He disappeared.
I was
He didn't come to
asking
your house.
I was asking someone the other day. I said, "What's the deal with the Easter bunny?" And they said, "Oh, I think it's a symbol of life." I said, "Okay, I'll bite. I'll bite on
It's
that."
funny. My grandfather used to have a rabbit farm.
Really?
Yeah, he would skin them for their pelts. So life.
Wow. What was he making?
I don't know. Selling their pelts.
He was selling rabbit feet.
Yeah, feet.
Remember we used to buy that?
Rabbit stew.
That was a thing. We'd buy it at the carnival.
That's fake.
No, it's a real foot, Al.
It's a real foot.
Yeah.
Should we do a DNA test on it? You and me, 23, what it's called?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't think
So
anyone's ever done that.
what kind of rabbit it is?
Right?
A northern white hair or southern tortoise white hair?
Or is it like I don't know, the foot of a baby?
Yeah, could be. Gross.
Right? We're just we're doing a little palate cleanser right now because today's a big day.
Yeah, it's a big day. It's 420 special.
420 special.
We're sober, which is
Sober.
great.
We are sober. And
We're going for it.
we got a Glizzy Nation upon
Lizzie
us.
Nation.
420 special. 420 Easter special sponsored by
BJ's.
it's sponsored by BJ's, promoted by Glizzy Nation.
Glizzy Nation. Not sponsored by BJ's. But the
Yet.
hot dogs were
Yet.
purchased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are, I gotta pronounce this right.
Come on. You got
So
it.
they're not the BJ's brand, but it's one they carry. It's called Gwaltney,
BJ's
GWALT, and it's like Gwalt Disney.
It's like Aldi's with their stupid brand names
Yeah.
distributed by BJ's.
But it's not a Wellesley Farms, so.
Wellesley
But,
Farms, that's BJ's?
No, I said, but it's not. No, I'm sorry. Wellesley Farms is BJ's.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. But I saw about an 8-foot section of Nathan's.
Yeah, that's why. No one's buying them.
Yeah.
Gotta keep them out there.
I was protesting them. I was like,
You get a sign?
some guy went to go up to, he's like, "Oh, excuse me, I'm just going to get in there and grab some Nathan's." I said, you do not want to buy those.
Yeah. You know who eat Nathan's hot dogs?
Pedophiles.
No.
Oh.
People who comment on TikToks.
Oh,
rude.
yeah, we got our first hater.
Yeah. First troll.
Dude, I think it's probably somebody,
That means we're growing.
it's somebody that we know.
Yeah.
Or something.
Chris Caleta.
It could be Chris Caleta, yeah. Yeah, because it's like no picture or anything. But when I click on their profile,
Private.
it's got suggestions for other people.
And
They
people you
suggest
know?
for me to, people I know that
Huh.
I should be friends with. So I'm like, it's probably somebody that I,
No.
yeah. But who the fuck cares?
Who could it be? Joe Caricotti?
I don't know. Joke, just random.
Any random dudes from our past?
Yeah, I don't know. It's yeah, who knows? I'm used to it.
Yeah, you like the haters. You thrive on that.
Yeah, I don't know. I question why people spend their time hating.
Yeah, no.
You know, it's like, dude, if you're gonna hate on somebody who's successful.
Or be constructive.
Be
Your hate.
constructive. Yeah.
Tell me what can do better. Bring a
Yeah.
solution.
Bring a solution.
Yeah.
Don't just be out there being a keyboard warrior.
Yeah. Don't complain. Bring a solution. And we'll deliver.
Yeah, I agree.
It's our KPI.
How are we supposed to get better? Well, we didn't even tell people what they said.
Do they really want to know?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah, they said the commenter, they said this podcast should have stayed in the idea phase.
You know what I said?
What'd you say?
His ma should have stayed in the idea phase with him.
Yeah. Well, you asked him.
Yeah. Did you tell your ma?
Did you tell your ma?
I'll let you know what he says next episode. We'll see.
Maybe he doesn't have one.
Maybe he's the janitor guy from your the lease.
God, dude.
The maintenance guy.
That makes so much sense.
Fuck you.
He's just like chirping.
Yeah, chirp. They're maybe Canadian.
Yeah, he's putting up
Canadians chirp.
putting up billboards around Rochester.
Yeah.
Don't listen to this podcast.
But you know what? That would get people listening. People wondering. Mysterious.
Ooh,
Do you want to buy a billboard?
we could be our own haters.
Maybe it is you.
Dun 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 dun.
A billboard would be cool.
Let's eat these hot dogs before they get warm.
They're cold.
All right.
Oh yeah, she's cold.
We got
bun.
Standard
I
potato
wanted
bun.
French fries, so potatoes.
It's a potato. Let's
Why do
cheers.
you call it potato bun? Cheers.
You know what? I've never questioned, but I do wonder.
Not bad. Give it a 6.
A chicken dog.
Give it a 6.
I'm not gonna lie. I like the smokiness to it. It's got like a smoky flavor.
Yeah. Give it a 6.
I do appreciate that there's no red 40 in it,
Yeah.
but there's a whole lot of red 40 in these
Jelly
Skittles.
beans.
Yeah,
Yeah, counterbalance. Everything in moderation. you
everything
know?
in moderation.
It's good.
Give it a 3, but still eat the whole thing.
I've been on like a 24-hour cleanse. So
Oh yeah, I got the diarrhea. The diarrhea deal.
Diarrhea Deal at the local pizza place. Yeah, from like, well, as soon as I woke up on Sunday, I was just done. No energy, low T, and just didn't want to do anything. My head was hurting, almost like I was really hungover. My gut was cramping, so I just like sit in my chair all day.
Just sucks all the energy out of you.
Yeah, nothing. I didn't eat. I didn't eat today until now.
Jeez. You can't trust your farts either.
No.
You feel one coming up.
If you don't put any pressure on it to push it out,
Oh,
it's still, it's wet. You're done. Automatic shower,
when was the last time you shit yourself?
2018.
Really?
Yeah.
You've made it that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm a good stretch. I mean, like, really shit myself. Not just a little fart that's a little wet. I'm talking about, like,
Full on.
came out my ass.
Wow.
And I wasn't at the bathroom yet. I was holding it. I was working overnight shifts, probably 6 o'clock in the morning. And I was walking to get to my nice little bathroom spot I like. And halfway to the walk to where the bathroom is, I shit myself.
Wow.
I was cramping so bad, I thought I could make it. Because it goes in like contraction, it goes in waves for me, right? And I thought I timed it where I had enough time with the wavelengths to make it. But no, my anus just saying, nope, fuck you. Open up. And I was taking my pants off while sitting in the toilet. There's shit in there.
Oh my God.
Luckily, the pants were fine. No shit transferred.
Right.
So all I had to do was throw out the undies. And then wipe myself. So I worked the rest of my day with no boxers.
Probably felt pretty nice.
I know, I don't like it.
No?
I don't know how people do it. With jeans or something.
I could do it for like a day. I made that mistake when I road tripped to San Diego a few years ago. I said, I don't know, it's a very spur of the moment decision, but I was like, you know what? I'm not going to pack any underwear.
Wow.
I'm gonna free solo.
Why
And,
you travel across the country?
What's that?
While you travel across
Yeah.
the country.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at you.
By the time I got to San Diego, I was like, I need underwear.
Yeah. I don't know people do it.
Because because you sweat,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah, you
Don't say that
sweat,
very often.
and
You know what I mean?
you just by the time you get there, the jeans are just like rubbing against your nuts.
You have to pack like an extra 3 pairs of jeans. Because usually you can get away with wearing a pair of jeans for a little longer because you got the boxers to separate
yeah.
the odors.
Nope.
No boxers, you got odor.
Nothing stopping it.
Yeah.
By the way, what did we give? What was the rating we gave
6.
Salins?
Oh, Salins?
Yeah, 7.5.
7.5.
Is that concrete? That's what we gave him.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say 6.3 on this
Okay.
one. Actually,
go with
I didn't dislike it at all.
No, I enjoyed it, but is it better than the Salins? No.
No, there's a certain flavor.
I'll come out and say it right now. Flavor, texture, the girth,
Yeah,
it's all factoring into our decisions.
it wasn't as salty as when I initially smelled
Maybe a
them.
little more.
I was worried that it was gonna be a little too salty.
But these are chicken dogs, right?
Yeah,
No beef.
no beef.
It's like a Wendy's commercial. Where's the beef?
Where's the beef? But I would do it again.
Yeah.
I'll probably do it again on my way home
Yeah, I'll cook you one.
in the microwave.
Microwave.
Do a microwave dog.
The microwave.
I am down.
Yeah.
But you had some things you wanted to talk about today, yeah?
Yeah, some investment things, you
You
know.
wanna talk about your feelings.
Well, feelings too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So investments. You're reading a book.
Well, I read a book, finished it finally. It took me about 6 months. So I fall asleep reading it.
Jesus.
It's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I think I talked about it before.
Yeah.
But some investment things I want to start doing is investing more into mutual funds, like a money market, other things. The reason behind that is I want my assets. So the asset would be the market fund, right? Or the money market fund or account, we want to call it.
Yeah.
In that growth, you take that interest you make, and that pays for that truck, pays for the house you want to get. Yeah, it's going to take time to get build up enough to where the interest really matters. But,
To be able to do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the idea behind it. You know, investing what you're making, pay you first, put it into your investments, and really be concentrated towards it. Because I just paid off our last car that we owed on.
Nice.
So I want to maybe start putting that in there.
Like you just paid off the Durango.
Durango's paid off, done.
Nice. That's got to feel good.
That was a pain. You know, it feels good. It was a pain in the ass.
Why?
So I try to go online to pay it, and they go, "Oh, you can't make a payment that big online." So I call the bank. So I call them the next day during business hours, and the lady's like, "Well, you need a check." Of course, I'm at work. I don't have my checkbook. Who carries
Right.
a checkbook? Okay, I'll call you back. So I had Sarah send me a text. Got to wait in the line again on the queue, you know, where you dial 2 or dial, you know, press 2 for English. Mm-hmm. And I'm waiting. And then at the end, she's like, "Yeah, we can do that for you. No problem." So it'll be this much plus $9 convenience fee. Like, wait, you're gonna charge me extra $9 because I'm paying with a check? You guys don't give me an option. I would go pay your bank, but your bank's 5,000 miles away.
I mean, hell, call it an inconvenience fee and I'll pay it.
Yeah, Jesus.
I can get on board
That's
with
not
that.
convenient.
Yeah, that's.
I was pissed. But I didn't, at that point, I was over it. I should have said, well, can I break my payments up into 2, you know, online? Like, we'll pay 1, pay
Yeah.
$4,000, then pay 500 to pay it off.
Yeah.
But at that point, I was just over it. I'll just pay it, get it done with.
You're penalizing me to pay my.
Yeah.
Might pay my more. my
And
thing.
then, it's like, oh, we can't send you a confirmation number because you're paying with a check. Okay. But we'll send you a message, an email showing that you paid and how much. Of course, the message they send is encrypted through some Cisco program.
Right.
And I'm trying to do it on my phone to make sure everything looks good. I can't tell. Well, I can't get into the encryption.
Right.
I tried 9 ways to Sunday. Can't get there. Were they building the plane while they're flying it? Come on, figure it out. So felt like I was going into the Potomac. You
Yeah.
know? Female pilot and all. And so
Jesus, you're on fire. Today.
yeah. I was like, geez. It's a freaking red dye 40.
Yeah.
So then I I pay it off and yeah.
Who's
All
the
speed bumps?
who's a lender on that? I'm just curious.
Shamong Canal Trust,
Fucking A, dude.
which is down in Bennington.
That sounds. See, I like those small like.
I'm so
But this is the shit that you do have to deal with. Like, you get used to, like, all of my accounts are with Chase, right? So I could do so much
love
shit.
Chase, yeah.
Like,
Chase is the
someone
best.
steals, a couple grand out of your account. Like, there's some
They hook you
fraud.
up.
They'll give it to you. They'll front you the money.
Yep.
And then they'll do the investigation and, whatever. And,
Yeah, I love that.
yeah, but like with my truck, I have Summit Federal Credit Union.
Yep. Small guy.
They're really good. Everything's great. But if I wanted to go on there and make like an additional payment,
Can't.
forget about it. You have to like fill out an online form and like fill out a
they
request
don't want you
form
to.
and all this stuff.
They don't want you to.
I know.
They want that interest.
Yeah, I got to do it for my mortgage too. Because we talked about it before, but the idea of instead of paying your mortgage at the end or at the beginning of each month like normal, just split it up into 2 payments, and somehow that'll cut down on the interest. You'll save more money by doing that, and you'll pay your mortgage off quicker. And I can't even easily just go online to set that up. I have to go into a branch.
Yeah, they know. But at least your branches are somewhat local, right? They got one or two in Rochester, right?
Yeah, you'd have to go to Binghamton to.
Yeah.
You'd have to grab a 12-pack of the Sunny D vodka.
Sunny D
seltzer,
vodkas.
and then.
Go down to 205 Dry,
Yep.
the whiskey bar.
Yep.
And stay at the DoubleTree downtown.
The DoubleTree Inn Express downtown.
Best hotel in the Northeast. I'll tell you that.
Can't beat it.
Trumps the Trump Tower and everything. Nah, just kidding. Never been there. But yeah, so you'd have to go so far. And so next car, I probably should say this. We're not going to get in debt with a car, even though I'm tempted.
I know. Don't do it.
Get rid of all temptations. Got to get rid of the phone. But if I were, I'd go with Chase and get it on my own and then come to the dealership with the loan ready to go.
Yeah. I will say, when it comes to like auto loans and personal loans and shit, these smaller banks sometimes are better. As
Yeah.
far as like the rates go.
Yeah. They want your money and they're a small guy.
Yeah. Even sometimes approval. Like the few times, I'm trying to think, 2 or 3 times that I've had to be on an application for a loan through Ford, through like West Her,
Yeah.
I always get denied by Ford Credit. But I always get accepted by one of these other ones.
Yeah.
And my credit at the time at that was like a 750.
That's pretty good.
Why am I getting denied? Is it because like I told them I'm not putting any money down? Like
Yeah, maybe. That could be it.
like they want me to put like
Yeah, they probably want money down in those situations. Because their main business isn't getting interest. Their main business is selling the car. So they want a little money down.
they want that money up front.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little different than a bank where that's the only way they can make money. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe let's get Henry Ford on.
Let's get him on the line.
I'll call him right now.
Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking like, wouldn't they want the financing though?
No.
Why?
I want my money and make the next car. I want my money and I want it now.
Because if they'll use like Summit Federal Credit Union, they'll get the money up front.
Yeah. And Summit takes the risk.
And they don't have to worry about they don't want to take the risk.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's what I would want. I don't want
I wonder
people
if
pay
it's
me.
the opposite of what I thought. It's not about having maybe my credit is too good. Like if it was the absolute worst case scenario and they wanted to sell this car, but maybe my credit was a little fucked. They would go through their
high
own
interest, yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So maybe fuck up your credit and find out.
Yeah.
Credit isn't real. The credit score.
Yeah.
It was made up by the banks.
Totally
right?
made up.
Because it feeds on people's gambling addictions. I think we talked about this.
Yeah.
Probably. But it feeds on your gambling addiction, right? Like, look at that credit, or games, right?
Yep.
Oh man, freaking got a 700 credit score. I got 800. I got to keep spending. Got to keep that credit score up.
Mm-hmm. It feels that way.
Yeah. And the first thing you do when you're 20, right? Everyone, even though I was in Portugal Academy, I had guys who are older than me in my class. Oh man, you got to go buy. If you want to get a house, go buy a truck and get your credit score up. Get this credit card. So guess what I did next day? I'm out test driving Corvettes and getting a Discover card. And seriously, Sarah will tell you the story. She came to visit once in New Mexico, and I was test driving a Corvette because I wanted one.
Oh my god.
She
See,
said no.
that's how deep this whole Corvette thing goes.
Oh yeah, I want one still. In that style, same year, 05 to 2009-ish. Even though they're the same from 05 to, 2013.
Yeah.
I still want the 05, 06, 07.
Just because.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Don't do it.
No? You come, like, next week.
I would say...
The fuck, Alex? You got a brand new car. Not new, but new to me.
It's leaking oil on the driveway.
I got to leave it in the garage so you don't know. Hey, can I go in the garage to
No, don't go in
the
there.
fridge? No.
I left my cucumbers.
Yeah. No. You ain't going in.
I would say this. I'm just trying to be a good... Val and I were having this conversation about holding each other accountable. I said we need to hold each other more accountable. If you have the cash to buy it outright,
Buy it.
buy it.
Yeah.
Don't finance it. Don't get a personal loan.
Yeah.
None of that shit. If you can buy it outright,
You can't buy it outright, though.
you can't?
No.
Yeah. Then,
Corvette? No.
then that should be your... what's the sticker price on it? You were telling me last week, I
I think
think.
27.
27? They want 27 G's for 05? Really? I got a guy that's got a...
But listen,
A green
6-speed
one.
manual, Sunset Orange Metallic,
Okay.
Z51 package. So kind of bare bones, except for the 6-speed. I think 40,000 miles. It's a good car.
40. You're picking the amount of miles that are already on it?
It has 40,000 on it.
The one that you want?
Yeah. And it comes with a pair of New Balances and jean shorts.
You just... Where is this? On Facebook?
Kitty Van Bordeaux Corvette out in Victor.
What do you got it on layaway?
Yeah. I put 200 down to hold it. They had me sign, like, if you're serious, sign this napkin.
Right.
So I signed. And they keep calling, saying, hey, you agreed to it. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That was just a napkin, bro.
They're suing you.
You're crazy. It's not a contract.
They
It's not a legal
They
document.
send you a photocopy of the napkin.
I met someone who's in car sales. I think we interviewed him for a job
Okay.
at where I work. And we ended up picking him. But I should have asked him. Well, the only thing I asked him, hey, can you tell me the secret of how to get a good deal? Or what the car salesman know? And he wouldn't tell. So, dude, it's like Navy SEALs will tell secrets, but newer used car salesmen
Yeah.
will never give up the trade secrets. You got SEALs writing books. You got Army Rangers writing books and movies.
Yeah.
But have you seen one car salesman movie or a book? No. They hold true to their trade craft. Huh? Tell me one salesman that's given the secret to making a deal.
There's a movie I'm thinking of.
Dallas Buyers Club?
No.
That's about AIDS.
Fuck, what's that movie called? It's like Don. It's about a dealership that's out in like Temecula.
Oh, Sicario.
No. Oh, what the fuck? Anyways, I'll have to look it up and throw
send
it
it to
at a
me.
different time. But
I think I know what you're talking about. It's a little older.
yeah, kind of. But it's got all the main
Secrets?
guys.
Does this tell the secrets of a car salesman? No.
Yeah, from a comedic side.
Yeah. Not like
not real
this is my
hard.
book. This is my story. This is how you get a good deal.
I feel like you can just tell what they're like. I don't know about you, but can you tell pretty easily when you're being sold to, or when you're like someone's throwing like a scripted version of what they learned at you? Like some people have no fucking clue. Like sometimes Val doesn't know.
Yeah.
And I think that's just like a
Language barrier.
language barrier thing, but like, dude, we got a thing in the mail one time. You know how the big dealerships send out the things, the key, and you scratch it off? Yeah. Dude, she was so excited, and I feel bad for kind of killing that for her. She's like, we should just go.
It's like Santa.
She's like, we should just go check it out. It said I won. I'm like, honey, I had to sit there and explain it to her. I said, honey, they just send these out to get people to go in because they figure if you fucking take one of these bad boys for a test drive,
You're gonna want it.
yeah.
And then they might have like a $20 gift card. It costs them nothing.
Yeah.
The 10, 20 people that actually come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
That'd be good. We should next time you get one, we should go in together. Film it.
Just really just
We'll buy the Meta glasses on our credit card
yeah.
and just film the whole thing.
Those would actually be really cool. I like the idea of those glasses.
Let's go. I'll get a credit card now.
Should wear them
Discover
for
cash back.
should wear them for doing haircuts. It's
You should.
Should just wear them everywhere when I go to the massage parlor.
I'm getting a haircut
Are you?
Wednesday.
What are we doing? What are we doing for your hair?
High fade.
High fade? I like it.
I'm sick of having it long. So
Yeah.
I've been doing short for a while. Sarah's been doing it.
Let's buzz it.
Just
Let's buzz it.
time it takes to come to your shop.
Buzz it.
You're not available Saturdays
Yeah.
anymore.
I'm sorry.
No. Family comes first, right?
So I'm a piece of shit.
No. Just hard work to sneak out. So
Yeah, I saw your book and I was like, wow, what a guy.
you what?
What a guy.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. Little on the top, high fade. Then you can't see the bald spot too well in the back.
We can cover it up.
Okay.
I'll take the
Little
hair I
yarmulke.
cut off and paste it.
Yarmulke cap.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
I'm Jewish.
I don't know if you want to throw that out there, Al.
Sorry. But I support
Not sponsored.
Palestine too. I support both sides.
Do you?
Gaza Strip, I do.
You support them?
Not support, but come on, guys, figure it out. Don't let Daddy America come in and just make you guys nuked. I just don't get like why we dump so much money to Israel and like why them? Why of all countries? Why is it Israel? Why are we giving so much money to them?
I was listening to
What do they do for us? Nothing.
I was listening to a podcast today.
Let's hear it. Ben Shapiro.
And no. that'd be funny. I was listening to a podcast today, and this exact thing kind of came up. And there's a what do they call it? Sorry, I'm really bad with thinking of this shit on the spot.
It's okay.
Lobbyist.
Okay.
Lobbyist. So anytime external people, any other country, want to do any sort of lobbying in the U.S., they have to like
Pledge allegiance to Israel.
they have to like I don't know, kind of like sign something or fill out a form.
Yep.
You know how we do in the U.S. But Israel is the only country that doesn't have to.
It's weird.
To actively lobby towards us or lobby stuff in the U.S.
And
So that's one thing.
Don't get me wrong. I love the Jewish people. They're great people.
Yeah, it's more just like the government.
The government.
I think
I
we
don't
have
get
an issue
what's
with.
going on.
But I think there's just a ton of corruption. But
everywhere.
they were saying that after, like before 9/11, everything was like seemed to be like kind of perfect. Everything, we were just chilling, listening to our great music, wearing our great clothes, great hairstyles. And after 9/11, the U.S. was kind of coerced and like told that if we wanted to become a safer country, that we almost had to have our hand in every country's pocket. That's why we're so involved with every issue that goes on around the globe.
We've always been that way.
But
Gulf War.
it's definitely ramped up since 9/11.
Oh yeah,
And we're
there's
not
a
safer.
Famous saying "good times and war crimes." You know,
Yeah. But we're not safer. So
but we're not more in danger.
where do we go from there?
Stop spending money.
How do you figure, man? We got
Boeing and-
cyber attacks. I mean, we're one
You'll
gnarly cyber attack away from losing our grid, our power grid.
They say that.
They all of a sudden the power goes out, but the fish lives on.
It's no. There's so many fail safes and then mechanical ways to not lose your grid. You'd be fine.
But
They do that to scare people, I think.
But the thing is, I think
Don't get me
that-
wrong. Not having electricity would suck, but
I think we're too safe though.
you need something pretty
Do you
serious.
Do you ever feel that way? Like
Yeah, we're too soft.
Well, we feel too comfortable and too safe in this country.
Yeah.
And I think we are, but we have to look at the reality of things. Like we're safe, but shit could go awry at any moment.
It's a good time for one of our sponsors. Call today.
ExpressVPN.
No, Patriot Food Supply.
Yeah.
Get your 6 months of MREs and protect your family today. PatriotFoodSupply.com.
Is it?
Sean Hannity always has that, or some other guys that always fear talk.
Oh, like
Patriot Food Supply, or like Wham 1180, late night talk show. Patriot Food Supply. Get your 3 months food supply today. Protect your family.
It feels so weird. Some of those guys, I like really trust what they're talking about in their podcast, but then
No.
they throw something like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on.
Yeah. Like Sean Ryan. I love his material.
Yeah.
But sometimes he's pitching gold and like
He's like genuine,
he's
but then
selling out.
Yeah.
So that makes me think he's not genuine. He's just doing it for the show.
I don't know. It's hard because you want to have a sponsorship because that helps you continue to do what you do.
Yeah, I know, and not have to work. Well, work, but
Yeah.
do what you love.
Yeah. I think if
Would we do it? Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I don't know, like if you're listening to Joe Rogan and all of a sudden fucking commercial comes on and he's promoting these fucking special underwear that you can get that
MeUndies?
MeUndies.
Yeah,
The
I hear
best
it.
fucking underwear. I don't want a guy like I don't want anybody pitching me underwear. Especially like Joe Rogan.
He's such an oddly shaped man. You ever just look at him?
He's like 4'-3".
You ever really study him though?
I don't study Joe Rogan.
If you look, the next time you see he's a weird dude. His like chest is very barreled,
Yeah.
and his face looks like I don't know. It looks like he's prehistoric. Like he's a caveman almost.
He could be.
Yeah.
He's a dude. Have you seen him like when he was in his what was the first sitcom that he was in?
Talk radio or news radio?
News radio.
Yeah. Jacked.
He was just like a scrawny
No, he's jacked.
little
He was built.
twerp. Not news radio.
Yeah, man.
No, he wasn't. Look at him.
Okay.
Look. Jamie, pull it up.
Pull it up
Pull it up. We're going to do that. We're going to get a TV up here
someday.
someday. Taking over Alex's house. Let me see. I got to look at this because now
I'm pretty sure he's always been ripped.
he's always been in shape because of like his fighting or whatever.
Kickboxing.
Joe Rogan News Radio. Oh, and
No shirt on.
and he had hair.
And do no shirt. It's getting steamy in here. I'll tell you that.
All right, I'll give it to you. It's hard to tell, but I'll give it to you that he was definitely probably jacked under all that flannel.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
That's muscle.
All right.
Right? I don't have a shirt.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
I think I was just like paying attention to his face. He has a
Yeah.
pretty like skinny face.
Yeah.
And he has hair,
he's a lot younger.
which is wild.
He probably smoked a lot of weed back then, too.
Oh yeah. No,
like
I don't
shit.
think he didn't start smoking until he was like in his 30s?
Kind of like me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that about him. I just thought he always did.
No, you would think so though. By the way, you know,
Stand-up comedian. You know?
talks about it.
What else do
Promotes
you
it.
do when you're a stand-up comedian?
I know.
Smoke pot when you're on the road.
Cocaine. That's a big one for comedians.
He's never done.
I know. Isn't that amazing?
Well, it says, allegedly.
Well,
I was watching, speaking of Joe Rogan, Kill Tony.
yeah.
He had like a special on Netflix with it.
Sure.
I've never seen it before. It's kind of funny seeing new comedians go up and give their best shot.
You've never seen Kill Tony at all?
I've seen clips, but never like a full episode.
Oh, dude, it's
good.
I'll be honest, I haven't watched it in like 2 weeks. Only because they haven't put a show.
What do you
on
watch
in
it
2
on?
weeks. Well, usually if I'm gonna watch it, I'll pull it up on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But usually I fall asleep to it at night.
Was it like
Like every
on
week.
Spotify or something?
Yeah, it's on Spotify.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah. So I'll just throw headphones in and
Huh.
just like listen to people tell funny jokes.
Pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, some for the most part. I don't think he's very funny. Tony Hinchcliffe.
He's not.
He's not. And the other guy, Red Band's not. He just sits there, looks like a piece of shit.
Yeah. So do you
Like,
know
what do you do? What part of the show do you have? It's kind of like me, just sitting here as you're fucking around your computer.
He's
I'm
like-
just sitting here.
He's the Jamie.
Yeah, but all he does is a little sound once in a while.
He has the sound effects and all that stuff. He was the original guy that started the
Started
podcast
it,
with
yeah.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, to your point, I don't know if he's like I don't think he does comedy. He has a comedy club.
Really?
Yeah. Never been.
Not very funny.
It's in Austin.
Really?
But
The mothership?
yeah, I don't know. I think did you watch the Tom Brady roast at all?
No.
No.
I wanted to.
Tony was pretty funny in that. Like he's a kind of he's like a almost too soon comedian kind
Yeah.
of guy. He pushes
it.
He pushes the limit.
Yeah,
But-
just like the whole Trump thing when he was up there.
Yeah, exactly.
Trump almost didn't win because of him.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico.
I think a lot of Puerto Ricans even thought it was funny.
Yeah. I thought it was fun. Like, so you could make fun of my culture and I'd be fine. I don't take offense.
Yeah.
Maybe a mustache, I get a little pissed off.
Yeah.
Trans Am jokes, gold chain, go ahead, go fuck yourself. But I'll just laugh. Well,
Yeah.
the idea is better kept in your head, you know, stuff like that. Doesn't hurt me.
It
I
shouldn't.
don't cry.
Yeah.
I don't cry.
I don't cry behind these glasses.
Yeah, I don't
I'm not crying
masturbate
right
at night
now.
and cry to Can You Feel It in the Air tonight?
You got any tissues?
I have a jelly bean.
I have a jelly bean.
Plug it up your nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, he's a good host, though. He's
Yeah,
definitely
he does a
better
good job
host.
hosting. Not funny.
He asks the right questions.
He does. He has a good interviewer.
You should check it out.
Yeah.
Check out the past couple shows.
I might try to go on. Do my minute.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
I really should write a minute. See
Boys
if I'm
trip
good.
to Austin?
Or Comedy of the Carlson to start. Local. How many years have you been doing stand-up? Never.
Never. Right. It's
First time.
First time. That actually kind of gives you a pass, because if you suck, they're like, okay, we can work with that.
Yeah.
But if you say you've been doing comedy 10 years and you go up and you suck, it's a nightmare.
Yeah. I had some of those guys. Yeah, it's like, ooh.
The problem
You
is
think you're good?
the problem is you're not guaranteed
Yeah.
to get on there, which sucks. But that's, I guess, part of the fun.
Part of the challenge.
Go all the way down there to sign up. That'd be fun, though.
Yeah. I'd be down to do it. Now that I'm funny,
I think you are.
I think I could do it.
I think if you channel it,
Oh, yeah.
you could definitely
Smoke a
do
little
it.
pot. Have a 1 minute. I have some material written, so I have a good flow.
Yeah.
Because my ADD, everything's just flowing. So I just start spitting fire. You know. Maybe you can go as a tandem. You never had a tandem go up, me and you.
Yeah, it's true. We're a couple.
Alex and Nick, the host of the Gone Fishing podcast.
Right. We'll just spend the whole time up there just promoting our podcast.
Yeah, we're
like some people do.
like you and I do.
Oh, dude, he fucking
Investing.
He fucking hates. He hates when people do that shit. Check out my podcast. He's like, get the fuck off of here.
Yeah. No, but I thought it was okay. First time listening to it.
It's pretty gnarly, like the stuff that he says
Oh, yeah.
to people. But
Yeah.
people go on that show.
They know.
They know what they're expecting.
They know what to expect. Yeah, you're gonna beat up.
Yeah.
But
They
so
had a-
back to investing.
Yeah.
What I want to do a little challenge, but I guess you invested in everything already.
Yeah, I'm already.
I
in all
want
the
to
good
put
stuff.
up Vanguard's mutual funds to Fidelity mutual funds.
Okay.
To put like $100 or $50 in one fund, 100 or the same amount in the other, and see how well they perform. See which one you guys should invest your money in.
I wonder what kind of what
And
they
once
have
again,
in
we're
there.
not financial planners. Don't take our advice, but
We're just two average
we're
guys.
just two dudes, two dads trying to make
dads.
a living for our kids.
Two dads, one bag.
We don't want to work anymore.
Yeah. I wonder what Fidelity has in their portfolio versus Vanguard.
Yeah.
Or if
And
it's like pretty balanced between
Like
like
I have
tech
a
and stuff.
Fidelity Go account, and they won't tell you. It's proprietary.
They don't tell you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it does okay.
Yeah.
I don't put a lot of money in, just like $20 a week or something like that. You know?
What? Better
Or
than
not
nothing.
$20 a month, I think, right now. But then always something comes up. I'll pull out, take some money out.
Why are you pulling out $20 a month?
Not pull 20 out, but I usually put 20 in. But then it builds up, and oh shit, I need to buy this. Okay,
Fuck, you gotta buy this pizza.
what pizza?
I don't know.
The diarrhea deal,
Let's see the diarrhea deal. Let's see.
or you can do Charles Schwab and Vanguard since you have it. Unless you have Charles Schwab.
I'm trying to see what the Fidelity Select Semiconductors portfolio.
Semiconductors. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You know
what was
what
the other one?
semiconductor is?
And Vanguard. Yeah.
Vanguard. Well, what's their mutual
Let's
fund?
see. Down to 2.3%. They're kind of.
Matching.
Yeah, they're kind of matching.
Probably the same shit. Be competitive.
Yeah, it could be. I'm trying to see what they're.
I don't get it. When I listen to Dave Ramsey, he always says, "Oh, go and get yourself a good, money market fund, and a growth stock mutual fund, and it grows on average, 10.5% a year."
You're a liar, David.
I'm like, I see like 5%. Where are you getting this 10? And he's like, in the past 2 years, it's been 20%. I'm like, I don't see that. And everyone would be investing if it was 20, even 10.
Yeah. They do well
Yeah,
as far as that
They're
goes,
consistent.
but I don't know if they do that well.
they're consistent.
Yeah.
It's diversified enough so you don't take a huge loss, between bonds, stocks, international stocks, or domestic stock.
I think long term you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
With that. Side note, do you know who owns Costco?
Yeah. PJs.
BlackRock.
They're taking over.
They don't directly own them, but they own
They own everything.
well, they own like the higher
Yeah.
percentage of shares,
Majority owner.
which is so wild. You know, you're worried about these big corporations. You should be worried about BlackRock, dude. The behind the scenes guys.
Yeah, buying all the real estate.
Everything.
Guess where my 401k is in? I have no option. You got to pick a BlackRock fund.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. Guess who owns life insurance?
BlackRock. Guess who owns cars? I don't know.
Dealerships.
Dealerships. Ford. Chevy.
Chevy Chase.
Maybe BlackRock does own some car companies.
Dude, it wouldn't fucking surprise me. Like, who owns Ford? What's weird is they could just go and buy. Couldn't they just go and buy, like, a shit ton of shares in, like, any of these companies and just own them?
I think there's protections so you can't buy majority.
So you can own, like, 49%. Are you Chad GPT in it?
No, I'm looking up the GM salary. In 2024, guess how much was the GM CEO salary? Mary Barara.
Salary?
Her salary.
$250 million.
Nope.
Was I low?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
29.5 million.
I said wait, what?
29.5.
Per year, 29.5?
Yeah.
Oh, I said 250 million.
Yeah. Still, though,
high.
29.5 million a year. Imagine what you do.
With that money? Probably pay my house off.
And she got an increase of 2 million from last year. Like, what'd you do? You're laying people off, building less cars.
I guess if you're saving money, I don't know. It's hard, man. You want to believe that, like, if you're at that level, like, there should be a cap, but it almost seems like there's a cap on the lower levels,
Yes.
but not on the upper levels.
Well, see, it breaks it down to her base salary is 2.1 million.
2.1 million?
Yeah, stock options 14.6. And then just listening, how do you know she's got that much?
She's getting paid under the table. That's a lot of money.
Even
That's a lot of loot.
2.1's a lot. Yeah, I only have to work like 3 or 4 years, and I'm like, I'm done.
That's insane. But those stock options,
Oh yeah,
what was that up?
yeah, especially 14 million of it in stock.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Sell a little bit here and there.
Yeah, we're in the eat the rich point of time right now, dude.
Yeah,
We gotta hate on rich people.
yeah. Elon Musk, George Soros,
George Clooney,
Donald Trump, Danny Wegman.
Danny Wegman.
Love you, Danny.
Love you.
Love you.
I'm actually
I haven't been to Wegmans in a long time, so I don't know if I can love the
Really?
grocery store anymore. No.
I do.
You like it there?
I do.
It's a different experience than going to Aldi.
It is. I go for the experience.
Really? What do you do?
100%.
Do you go by yourself sometimes?
Oh yeah. Yep. Wow. Yep.
That's living.
I know.
See, for me, Wegmans
have
is so
to.
far away that it wouldn't be worth my drive to go by myself, right? You live, 5 minutes away? Why are you pulling out?
I can't. Can't do it.
Is it the mustache? Something in it?
Oh God.
Sorry.
We played footsie again.
Again?
Oh God.
When we stopped?
Yeah, I will sacrifice money over
For experience?
Yeah, over that
Wow.
that type of shit.
That's how you never be rich.
I actually started driving a different way to get home from here because I've got bored of the way home.
Which way do you
I don't
used to
take the
go?
parkway anymore.
That's why I go, because it's most fuel efficient. Less
It's
stops.
so yeah. I just don't give a shit. I want to see stuff.
Yeah, you're different than me.
I know.
I'm about efficiency, getting it done, out of the way, get home.
I guess it depends. It feels like the same length of time.
Which we take, Ridge Road.
Yeah, I ultimately go up to Ridge Road.
It's a long drive. A lot of stop and go.
I know. Sometimes I want to visually see that on the way home.
Okay.
Whereas if I take the Parkway, I'm behind the scenes the whole way.
So you could never live off the grid then.
That's where I struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we talked about last time, you're going to do it. I think I could do it.
I don't know.
You probably end up hanging yourself year 2.
Hating or hanging?
Hanging. You'd be in a tree.
I don't think I could. I don't even know if I know how to tie that knot anymore.
Yeah, I'm bad at tying knots. So
It's
that's
been a
one
minute
thing.
since
If
I was
you're
in
worried
Boy
about me
Scouts.
killing myself, definitely not going to be hanging because I can't tie a knot for shit.
Right.
Even my shoelaces that come undone when I'm walking. Imagine 280 pounds coming
Right.
off a chair.
Can't even hang my
That
shoes.
knot's going to fold up.
Can't even hang a towel.
Yeah. The worst I'm going to get is freaking rope burn on my neck.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah. I go to the hospital. Yeah, so what happened? Hey, I was trying to hang myself, suck at tying knots, and here I am.
Right. Yeah, that's like I don't do people like nobody just goes around life knowing how to tie a hangman knot, right? You got to
Is that what
look.
it's called?
I think so. You got to look it up right before you do it. Do you practice?
You can't.
You practice in the mirror like when you're tying a tie?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like-
I suck at tying. You know what I really suck at? I don't mean to go off script.
Let's do it.
Folding a letter into an envelope with a window on it. The little viewing window, so you get the address in there.
Yeah.
I can't do it
Why do you have to do that?
at work.
Oh, you got to send those out?
There's some letters we're sending out for some stuff. I'm helping out because I'm a good leader.
Do they have? They gotta have a template for that, right?
They have a template, but not how to fold it.
Oh,
So you get fold the trifold, right? And the address is never in the window where it needs to be. I was sitting here Friday afternoon, Good Friday. Everyone's off early for, the holiday weekend. And I'm sitting there trying to fold a freaking
trying to get the address
letter
in the
to
window.
some guy in freaking Florida,
Oh my God.
Yeah, no,
If
they
you
gotta
don't
send
get
a
it-
certified mail. I'm like, I never sent anything certified mail. What the fuck do I gotta do? I gotta put this on there, that? Like, why so difficult? Come on, USPS.
Is it because it's got a window?
Yeah.
It's like a different kind of.
No, they just want it
Mail.
certified.
So yeah,
My
something like-
company. Yeah.
Jesus,
So they know it got there.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
One thing you never thought of being.
Never
an
thought. I wish I
issue.
paid more attention in 8th grade when they did letter writing, or 5th grade, whatever it happened.
They didn't have the windows.
Yeah, so I'm like, I was looking for like envelopes without the window, so I could just write my own address on it.
Yeah,
Couldn't. And my handwriting sucks, so I didn't want to do that either.
coming from the company.
Yeah, I do have to write on it for the certified mail. You gotta
Right.
write the address on the thing that you affix to the envelope. So I probably look at
Man.
this like, what a fucking crazy guy write this? No, it's me. So yeah,
Man,
struggle.
I thought you were good at everything.
No, I'm not good at a lot of stuff.
What do you feel like your strong suit in life is?
Talking to people.
So you're good with talking.
Yeah.
You can talk your way out of a paper bag.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you're dealing with like difficult
Unless it's got a-
situations.
Unless
Dealing
it's
with,
got a window.
I think I'm in like operations now, right? Something,
Yeah.
Equivalent field ops. But I think I would do good in HR,
Yeah.
dealing with, human issues.
You're a good problem solver.
Yeah.
You've always been good at math.
No, math's not my strong suit.
Really?
No. Like high school math, yeah.
Yeah.
But like calc or stats. Stats I did okay in college, but
But you got the problem solving
Yeah.
skill down.
yeah.
Which I think, I don't know, I guess that's what they say. Math is really about
Not
the
so
problem
much,
solving.
problem solving, but not so much the math way, but finding a way to get an answer or researching. Let's say if I want to get solar, I would have figured out what was going on before you even had the guy come to the house. I take those extra steps to learn it. So I'd have him come and trust them
Yeah.
to not rip me off. I would have had the answers before they came. I never would have called them.
Interesting.
Same thing with the hot water heater. But this is where I
Yeah.
differ from you. You're more the creative side. Hence, you driving a long way home. Compared to me, efficiency driven, right? You got
Yeah.
that creativity side that I struggle with.
I do a lot of things based on emotions.
Yeah.
Like I'll get in my truck and
Creativity. Yeah, that's all it's about.
yeah,
Yeah, look at you.
yeah, and I'll be like, which way do I feel like in my head that inspires me to want to drive?
Yeah.
And yeah, lately it's just I want to take a different way. Take a different
Sometimes when I take the long way, like to your house or to Rondequoit,
Yeah.
my version of going the long way is going down, going by Durand Beach. Instead of going,
Going Ridge.
yeah.
Okay.
Or going Parkway up to Ridge, eventually go up St. Paul, which would be quicker than driving all the way down the beach, nice and slow.
Yeah.
But I like going down, I like seeing those views. So I guess you're right. I get where you're coming from. But if I was driving home like tonight and I had to go to your house,
Yeah.
I'd go on Parkway.
It's
But maybe later night's not bad. I don't know.
It's so boring, and I get really tired when I drive.
Oh, you do?
Which which is weird because I love being the one that's driving,
Yeah.
but I get sleepy.
Yeah.
Even
You do?
just I drove to Buffalo yesterday for Easter, and I was getting tired on the way there.
Really?
And it was like 12 o'clock.
Jeez.
Why am I tired? 12:30. Why am I tired at 12:30?
You do sleep.
Only because I'm in the car.
You do a sleep study. They ask me those questions with my sleep doctor, and that's one of them. And I don't get tired while driving.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder.
The only time I felt really tired while driving is when, working overnight or working like 24 hours straight or something,
Sure.
driving home.
Yeah, that's actually understandable.
Yeah, she got that. I'm like, oh shit, don't fucking take my license away because I fall asleep.
Right. So is that like a bad thing? It's just
Yeah, I would say you should be alert as hell.
I am alert.
You said you're sleepy. That's not being alert.
I'm sleepy.
You think you're alert. But no, you're not fully aware. Yeah,
I was actually getting sleepy on the way here,
I know.
but I wasn't sleepy before I left.
Yeah, driving.
It's
Maybe
weird.
you need a CPAP machine. That's what I'm trying to get.
I'll never get on one of those.
I don't know if
Ever.
I talked about my sleep doctor.
Yeah.
The visit, but
Says she's pretty hot.
she's middle-aged. Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, nothing I'd cry home about. Sorry, Doc. But
You're good at your job, but
yeah, said I had small mouth. Freaking what the hell? But she's like, yeah, there's a couple options depending on the sleep study, which way you're gonna go. She's like, I don't think losing weight will work because your mouth's small. It's just the autonomy of your mouth. Okay. There's a drug you can get, but the drug's more so to help you lose weight.
right.
It's kind of like Ozempic. I'm
Yeah.
thinking about just saying, can I try CPAP and Ozempic?
Can I try both?
Yeah, just to see. Easy way to lose weight, right? And then, or I can have a implant put in to give, it's almost like a pacemaker to give electronic stimulation to my tongue so it doesn't fall down.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, yeah, I need a surgery.
I want my tongue to be electrocuted every
Yeah.
20 minutes.
She also said you could do tonsils if they think that might help, but I have to see another type of doctor first. See if they clear up enough in my airway.
Ears, nose, and throat doctor.
Yeah.
But now
Endocrinologist.
But now there's doctors in studies coming out that they're kind of reversing their ideas of taking tonsils
Yeah,
out.
really?
Like I had mine taken out when I was like
Still got mine.
8 years old. And now they're like, because at the time they thought it was kind of like an appendix where you didn't need it.
Need it.
Like our bodies don't use them. But now they're like, no, I think we do kind of need them.
Really?
Yeah, because they have those. What happens is when they swell up, it's a reaction because there's bacteria in them.
Yeah.
And it's doing that because
It's collecting the bacteria.
yeah, it's trying to help you.
No wonder you're so sick all the time.
Yeah. No.
No? The vaccines?
I think they said it was going to help with my. Because I was getting strep throat all the time.
Well, you know why? I'm not going to say.
Yeah. Just a young 8-year-old
Yeah.
sucking a lot of dick.
Working the streets. I never said that.
Right.
You
Yeah,
just
but
imagined it.
It's kind of a weird concept, though, if you think about it. It's like,
What,
your
sucking dick?
like your body, yeah,
You know what I mean?
Your body's reacting because there's something bad going on. So let's remove. It's like taking fire alarms out of your house because they keep going off.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe,
Maybe it's a fire alarms problem.
yeah.
You're right. I forgot who I was listening to. It was a Joe Rogan podcast. Something George Brecka or something. He was saying doctors are treating the symptoms, but not the cause.
Sure.
They're trained to do that. A, because that's how they're trained, but B, they're afraid to go outside the scope of the standard of care. So they have this idea. It might not totally mesh up with the standard of care in the industry, and they're not going to treat it that way because they don't want a malpractice suit, lose their license,
Yeah.
lose their insurance.
Because it's outside of their field of practice.
Yeah, outside their field of practice or outside the scope of medicine as what's accepted currently.
Right.
But still, there's a lot of ways where, or a lot of brilliant people that, like, like I learned, I'm sure everyone knows, like, they say you got a problem with your foot, like plantar
Fasciitis.
fasciitis. It's not your foot. You got a calf that's tight or something because your calf's tense up and tight.
Right.
You put an extra strain on your foot, and that's why your foot hurts. So you got to focus on stretching your calves. Or you got a lower back issue. It's not your lower back. You might have tight hips. Your psoas muscle.
Yeah.
So you got to stretch your hips up better, and you're going to have the lower back issues go away.
And work on your core.
Core, yeah, too.
Because it seems like everybody, no matter how in shape you are, like the lower back seems to be just a thing. You could have like a tremendous upper back, but
Thank you.
I don't know. Yeah, you're welcome.
But yeah, it also goes with like some autoimmune diseases, right? They treat, you got this wrong with you, and it just happened overnight, so let's treat you for it.
Right.
No, it's something probably long term that's been going on, presence of something that's not supposed to be in your body that causes autoimmune disease, attacking your thyroid or something else. So let's do a test first, test your urine, make sure you have any heavy metals, any mold, any parasites, viruses, things like that. They don't really dive into that because they just want to treat, that's their symptom, let's treat it.
Right.
And I would love to talk to an actual doctor. Well, this guy was a doctor or something like that, but I'd love to talk to one locally or my own doctor. I'm like, what's your thoughts on this? Guy said this, but you treat me more for the symptoms. Is that your belief? There's no way they're that,
They're not dumb.
Yeah. They're very bright people.
They are. It's just they were taught in a very specific way. So
they're too afraid to go outside that way because it's been drilled in their head.
I don't even think they're afraid. I don't even think it's like a thing like doctors are like, so we had a pediatrician. We had to go to our pediatrician today for like an appointment for the baby.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, we got the vaccines today, da-da-da-da. And Val and I have been kind of talking about, this is like a thing that we go back and forth with. But we were talking about just spreading out the vaccine schedule so we're not like
all at once. I agree.
And our doctor is really open. He's against the idea, but he's at least open to
discuss
talking about it with us and hearing us out about it. And we have a hard time talking about it. But I trust this guy. He's a nice doctor. I trust him with my kids. And I do trust that with his perspective on vaccines, per se, I don't think it's not like he, in the back of his mind, feels like he shouldn't be giving these vaccines to kids.
Right.
But has to because of whatever. I think it's how these people were taught. And based on how they were taught and the information that they read and the studies that they see, I mean, from his point of view, they're given probably thousands of vaccines at this one place a week.
Yeah.
And they never have any adverse reactions. So from his perspective, he's not reading all the stuff that we're reading.
Yeah.
I'm not saying what we're reading is correct, but this guy's not diving into conspiracy theories about vaccinations.
Yeah.
He's living in his own world of medicine, which is totally makes sense with his profession.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think they're scared. They may be a little bit more naive when this stuff comes along.
Get well or good with a job and someone new comes in. It's like, why do you do it that way?
Yeah.
You kind of get defensive about it.
Yeah.
Like, I've always done it that way. You don't have a reason why.
Yeah.
And then it's actually a better way to do it the other person's way. Not saying we should do it in medicine, but the fear of me, right? So you could do thousands a week, never have anything happen. Then that one time it does happen.
Yeah.
But what if you don't vaccinate your child and then they get like measles?
I know.
Or something serious, right? Mm-hmm. Polio, or how they call it.
Whooping cough.
Yeah, as a parent, like,
that's what you think about, right?
Could have had a chance. But what if they have autism? Like, oh, shit. Yeah. Which one's worse?
Because the aluminum.
Nothing wrong with autism.
Illuminati.
Autistic people are great people. I love autistic people.
Yeah.
I'm kind of autistic myself.
Yeah. That's what like one of the arguments was too, though. What we were talking about earlier in the kitchen is that it's a spectrum. So
Yes.
because it's a spectrum, they're trying to kind of null and void. You know, when you have a guy out there who's saying, "Hey, we should maybe get to the bottom of what's
Yeah.
causing autism," and you got a bunch of people that are pissed off because of what party he represents, and they're not looking. He's trying to figure out why autism is happening. He's
It
not
increased.
he's not saying that autistic people are bad people.
Or not valued as much as...
Or not
without
valued.
autism.
He's saying he's almost valuing them as human beings and
Yeah.
saying they should not have had this. There's a reason that they
Yeah.
do, and I want to figure out why.
Yeah.
And people are getting defensive about it.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, right?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
People are just thinking with their
Penis.
penises, you know?
No, thinking with their political party other than thinking what's good for America.
Yeah, they're being emotional.
I saw a study where maybe it was RFK published, right, in one of his announcements with the vaccines that the number one state they had, or the state that had the most increase in autism was California. Per capita, the biggest increase.
Right.
Guess who has the strictest vaccination laws or procedures?
New York,
No.
California,
No, yeah, California.
Florida.
Florida. No, California. So that...
It's a
I
coincidence.
don't know, that's correlation.
Yeah.
Maybe take a state that doesn't have a lot of vaccines. I'm sure every state's got them, but maybe they're not as strict, and see how their autism played out.
Yeah.
Or give it to some mice and see what happens.
See what the trade-off is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like autism. I don't know when the first ever case of autism was, like, or what they called it, or what.
You don't even know. That guy's just fucking nuts.
They did. They used to call like mentally retarded people.
Yeah, they used to lock them up.
They used to call them mongoloids. No, that was people with Down syndrome. They used to call them mongoloids,
So it's Mongolian.
which is nuts.
Yeah.
Just
And a person with Down syndrome is probably the funnest person to hang out with.
yeah, they are.
They're great. Always happy-go-lucky.
They are. They do have a lot of health issues.
They do.
So for sure.
But no, I'm saying like 101. When I talked to this one kid I used to work with,
Yeah.
he was kind of there as like a part of a special program. And I'm like, hey, so what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I'm going to play Xbox, this and that, get a pizza, eat chocolate. I'm like, fuck yeah. That's the life.
That's what I want, dude.
Give me an Xbox. I didn't have Xbox at the time. What the fuck? This kid's got an Xbox and I don't got shit.
I know.
He's playing GTA at night and I'm sitting there just crying. Who has it worse,
Let's
kidding.
be honest.
I'm kidding.
I mean, there's something real. There's like I'm not saying they lack emotions, but there's like,
Oh, they're very emotional.
they are, but there's something that's like missing that seems to benefit them as far as happiness goes.
Yeah, they're
like they have bad days. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, but
happy just to be here. Be part of the ride. They don't
Yeah.
care about outside influences.
they're happy about like simple stuff.
Yeah.
And
they're not even thinking about everything going on. They're just in the moment, I guess. Best way to put it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe they're not like huge planners.
No.
They don't plan
No.
very well. I don't know. Just guessing.
I used to work at Bosie's.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was in high school, though.
In high school? Like in the summer program?
The summer program, I'd help in the gym classes.
Look at you.
Don't worry, I wasn't part of the summer program.
You were in
I'd
it?
help.
You
I
were
would
in
help.
the...
I was a teacher's assistant.
Well, BOCES just like vocational school, right?
No, they're special ed.
All of it?
No.
Okay. That's one of the things they offer.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Have you...
Vocational's the WMOCO program.
Gotcha. I was going to say, I thought my mom went to BOCES as like a vocational thing.
Yeah, they have vocational side, and then they have the special education. My mom was a BOCES teacher for a while.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Have
I'm a
you,
teacher at 50-something. crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, my sister graduated, and she said, "Fuck you, Alex. I'm going back to work."
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Speaking of Down syndrome, has your Instagram curated any?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know? And I know you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
What the hell's going on?
I don't know. Yeah, I was just like scrolling on Instagram, and all of a sudden, this like, I'm just going, and it's almost like I'm not looking at the images, but I'm reading.
Yeah.
I'm reading what what it says
Text.
first,
Yeah.
and it says like, I may have downs, but
I can get you up.
I can get you up or
Yeah.
something like that. And I look up, and it's like a hot chick
Down syndrome.
with Down
Yeah.
syndrome who has an OnlyFans.
Wow.
Like what the? It's the
I would
first-
never do that or look, but holy
Well,
shit.
I didn't subscribe to
I
it.
hope that's in her own accord that she wants to do that. And
Yeah.
it makes you a little nervous, you know?
It's probably the same girl though, right? Like blonde hair.
Probably, yeah. I think so. Down syndrome?
Like complete smoke show.
Yeah. I hate saying that.
With
Is it illegal?
no, she has an OnlyFans. She's allegedly putting spicy content on there. But
Can you have relations with this Down syndrome person? Being non-Down syndrome?
yeah,
Or is that taking advantage of them? There's got to be
no
laws with people with special needs.
I gotta say,
There's a
Down
whole
syndrome is
department.
probably a spectrum as well. Like this she's probably yeah.
Wow. Pandora's box.
I know.
Wow. I can't believe we both knew. You didn't have to say it.
I already
knew.
had a feeling. I think like if
We're
we were
linked.
to if I were to scroll your Instagram,
It'd be no different than mine.
it's probably all the same.
Yeah.
Pull it up right now. You got it on you?
Yeah.
Just go to don't even go to your
Go to search.
just go to the search.
Oh, God. You're going to be appalled.
Let's see. This is a cool game. Let me know when you're like there to where you can press search.
I'm there.
Okay, on the count of 3, we're gonna press search,
Okay.
and we're gonna place a bet.
Yeah.
We're not gonna place a bet actually. I bet you though that there's gonna be one like square that's gonna be the same.
Okay.
At least one. Okay.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. All right. I did scroll. Nothing. What do we got?
You got a naked chick on there. Right? No. Nothing the same.
Nope. Nothing the same. But damn near the same. As far as the type of content goes. Let's do one
Wow.
of these. Is that Bill Burr? Let's do one of these.
Is that a hot dog?
Yeah. It's like. Yeah, it's like super fit dudes, which is weird. It's a red,
Spaceships.
it's a red flag. Miss Rachel and
Spaceships.
naked chicks and spaceships.
Oh, it's a condom.
I thought that was the Blue Origin.
Me too. Do you think that was real? Everyone's saying it's fake. I think it was real.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it was real. I don't know. I really try not to go down these rabbit holes of like this.
Yeah, they pick it apart and like
everything's fake and
do you think he's really gonna fake that and televise it that way to let the secrets known? Like that well televised.
it's like how deep do you really think that all this stuff truly is? Like I already feel like it's deep as hell, but I feel like I already kind of am aware of that. But then there's other people that are like, no, it's way deeper. So I don't know. I think it's like people maybe want to they really want answers, so they just keep digging deeper, but they're digging more of a hole for themselves.
My wife thinks it's a conspiracy that he's using Blue Origin to fund child sex trafficking.
Okay, via like
Like all the funds he makes off of it.
is funding
Yeah.
sex trafficking.
And it's just like a distraction.
That's why he got divorced.
Yeah. Just like Bill Gates. I think
Interesting.
Bezos left his wife
I don't know.
for that Hispanic chick.
Well, he got in like super good shape.
Yeah.
He was like a complete nerd
Yeah.
and then got really jacked.
She got hot too. Mrs. Bezos.
His wife?
Yeah, the real life.
Huh, maybe she wasn't hot enough.
I don't know. But why would Bill Gates get divorced?
Do you know they got divorced at like the same time?
Yeah, when Jeffrey Epstein got arrested. Imagine coming home,
Right?
babe. There might be some stuff in the news you might not like. You can leave at any time.
Right?
But I fuck children.
Bill Gates didn't change the thing, though. He's still wearing cardigans and button-ups.
He loves it.
Jeff Bezos, at least, like,
Went, yeah, Super Hulk.
he went super, like, gaudy.
Yeah, cowboy hats and
Bought a yacht.
Blue Origin.
I wonder how much money he's paying his ex-wife, or if they had some sort of deal.
Oh, yeah, she got a lot. She gives it all away.
Really? What a nice lady.
I know.
You think they're secretly still married?
No. He divorced her. She got a shit ton of money, enough to live, but she gives most of it away. Just think about, like, if you got $3 billion, I think it was like $3 billion or something. Imagine getting that much. You could put some in the bank to get, or leave the $3 billion in there, get some 5% interest for a year, and then you could live off that 5% interest, no problem. And then give away the $3 billion.
Put in Vanguard?
Yeah, Vanguard. Fidelity.
Yeah. I don't know.
What's 5% of $3 billion?
You got me on that.
A lot.
5% of $3 billion.
Yeah.
30 mil.
Fuck.
No. 15 mil.
Then you take that and invest that.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And that's a... Yeah, you don't even need that much to live comfortably.
Now, if you're investing it wisely.
You could fly private if you're making $1 million a year.
Yeah. Well, think about it, if you make $1 million a year and you have 10% interest, that's $100,000 you can live off of and not touch your nest egg.
Yeah.
It's a lot of cake.
Yeah, it doesn't even make sense, really.
No.
Once the numbers get high enough, I'm just like...
That's why I'm trying to invest now when I'm young, to be there someday.
You know what I realized, though?
No.
I feel like I know people who financially are just in a different tax bracket than I am.
Uh-huh.
Like they're higher,
Oh, yeah?
and they have the same. They have the same type of worldly problems that we have.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a number where that changes, right? I don't know what that number is, but maybe it's $1 million. But someone who's making 250, 300, 400,000 a year, that's like really good. To me, that's like, wow, that's really good money.
Even like 200, well, 150 would be like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I made it.
Like as an individual.
Yeah.
But they have it's the same like worldly issues, just on a different scale. So like we think it's going to change, but what has to change with the money is your mindset as well.
Yeah.
You can't keep the same mindset or else you're not going to go anywhere.
The problem with people when they get raises, they raise their lifestyle with it.
Sure.
Get that new car after a big raise,
Yeah.
move to a bigger house after a bonus. No. Don't do that. Live in your means.
Yeah.
Save that money. Invest it. You know the top 5 millionaires or self-made millionaires in the U.S. are? Number 1, engineers. Number 2, I don't know what I forgot. Number 2 was
Probably people in the trades.
I forgot what it was, but the other ones were teachers.
Dog groomers.
Among the group, teachers. Believe it or not,
Really?
yeah.
Mr. Cole Catchy?
Business executives, like smaller mid-level business managers.
Mm-hmm.
God, I can't remember number 2. Either way, though, it shows that even a teacher, right, being a millionaire, making investments over a long haul, you can be a millionaire eventually. Your 401k and your assets in the house, and not saying you're making $1 million a year, but you just have $1 million in the bank or your 401k,
Yeah.
and it's doable. Even teachers can do it, and they make what, 70 a year, 60, 70, and that's in New York State. They make good money.
Is that starting?
No.
It's because like 35, 40
Yeah,
is like
yeah.
starting.
But once you get up to a certain point, you're probably 60, 70, right? I know you're not working all the time.
Like summer's off, that's a long vacation, and you get a week break here and there during a semester.
That means you got to push. That means you got to push $40,000, let's say,
Yeah.
minus taxes. You got to have that last you
Yeah.
during the off months.
Yeah. That's why a lot of teachers have a side hustle. I
Yeah.
remember growing up, like, oh yeah, I do pizzeria, or in the summer I do painting, or summer I do this, or they do teach summer school, or
It's a grind.
or some teachers or coaches they get a little money for that for being a coach.
Mr. Labani.
Yeah, Mr. Lapani,
Great
Coach
guy.
Prince, great guy.
Great guy.
Yeah, Mr. Heiss, great guy.
Which one, Mike or
All of them.
Dave?
Both. Mike was my 5th grade teacher.
Wow, you actually
Dave.
had Mike as a teacher?
Yeah. Wow. Oh, he was an announcer for basketball games, probably football too. Is that how you knew him? Mm-hmm. And then, his brother was, Dave was our English teacher in high school.
Wow.
And then he was also my
Never-
7th grade
never had
and my
Dave.
9th grade coach because I played up a year. I was so happy. I'm like, okay, 7th grade sucked. He was kind of like hard ass, right? Make you run a lot, which I don't agree with. Because I want basketball to be fun. And then 9th grade, I'm going to play up. So I'm playing 9th grade, and they switched Mr. Gehrig with Mr. Heiss.
Ah.
So I lost a nice coach, which was Mr. Gehrig. Then I had, Coach Murphy and Prince for 3 years.
Yeah, Heiss. It's funny that he's an English teacher. Was an English teacher.
Still is, probably.
Still is. He just like his coaching vibes do not give off English teacher
Holy
vibes.
shit. Yeah.
That guy was a chair thrower
Yeah.
for sure.
7th grade basketball for kids. If you think about it, right? We're what, 12, 13? Mm-hmm. Not even? I don't know. How old are you?
Just real. Yeah, about 12.
Yeah. Holy
Just
shit.
real passionate.
A lot of running. Mm-hmm. He did do one thing that was funny, though. He'd take his shirt off while doing sit-ups and make a farting noise.
Who did that?
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe
remember that.
Maybe that was freshman year he did that.
Just for fun or
Yeah.
like
Freshman year, we did go like 20-1. We won 20 games and lost one. Same thing varsity. Or JV. Sorry, JV. We went pretty much undefeated all season.
wow.
Those coach, they build work ethic, I guess. I don't agree with it. I think you should build your cardio through playing the game of basketball, not being punished, running suicides or cupcakes. Coach Prince would call it. He'd be, what's my favorite dessert? Cupcakes. Be on the baseline. You'd time it. If you didn't make it in time, another one.
He's eating cupcakes.
Yeah. I think you watched that one. What's that one movie where the Russians or the Americans play the Russians in hockey?
I know what you're talking about.
And they're doing like suicides in the practice.
Yeah.
Again. And he would be like that. We do like a 10 a minute. It's called you got to run the length of the basketball court 10 times in a minute. If you don't, you do it again. We wouldn't make it, or someone wouldn't. Everyone again. Again. Like 20 minutes straight, it would feel like.
Insane.
Yeah. Like, come on. We can get that from playing basketball and get better, right?
I think it's good. It builds discipline.
Yeah, for kids.
Like I hated it,
Yeah.
but you got to do the thing that's difficult. You know, if you have two options,
Yeah, but that's what took my joy away from basketball and why I didn't.
the running.
No, the discipline part, probably. I don't like that. It doesn't motivate me.
I think for some people it does.
Yeah, it doesn't. Didn't for me.
It didn't work.
That's why I like playing CYO ball
It's fun.
or travel league.
Just a good time.
AAU.
Yeah, that would have actually been funny if we played against each other in CYO.
I probably did. At some point, we were in 5th and 6th grade. Did you play
would've-
CYO?
You would have remembered. No, I played in like one of the years I didn't make the team or I didn't try out.
8th grade?
No, it was like 10th or 11th grade.
No. So remember, I went to see one of your games.
You did? What a nice guy.
Joe took me.
Joe. he came and picked you up?
Maybe we were already hanging out when we went there to your game. Maybe like after school, my mom dropped me off and went to go see your game.
Interesting.
I remember he drove us.
Yeah.
He was
Nice
flying.
guy.
He had this GMC Sierra and driving like a Yahoo, like he always did.
Yeah, it checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it checks out. Yeah, that was That was fun. I actually I don't want to wish it here already, but I kind of look forward to our kids being at that
Me
age.
too.
And
We
doing
signed
that.
Donnie up for soccer.
That's
a
going
little
to
different
be
because it'll be a shit show, but
that's going to be fun to see what he does, though.
Yeah.
Like,
I gotta get him a soccer ball in the net, like a small net, just to get him the concept going.
yeah,
You can't just roll him out there. Hey, figure it out, kid.
picking daisies.
Maybe watch some YouTube on of soccer. You know.
Yeah. You know what's going to happen. Like, he's going to, like, I remember playing soccer young.
Yeah, me too.
You're like kicking in the wrong goal.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
fucking just like in the backfield, just like picking
Yeah.
grass, picking your ass. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? I got something in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were the good times. Just to like channel that again.
I know.
That's why we need, let's bring it up. That's why you need
Homeland
Geico.
Security Act
Save
of
yourself
24.
15% or more. Spend 15 minutes to save 15% on your car insurance today
Yeah.
by switching to Geico.
And then our other sponsor. Do you really trust investing your money in the stock market these days?
No,
No.
no.
You should invest in gold. Gold is the number one growing investment you can make
Yep.
for your family and for their future.
Yep.
Call 1-800-GET-GOLD now
Get it now.
and use Gone Fishing Podcasts and save 10%.
Thank you. People are like, oh,
Not a sponsor.
if you can you scooch a little forward?
Am I out of the view?
You don't have to scooch that forward. You don't have to, you can like sit back, but now like sit back now.
No.
Sit back.
I'm sitting forward.
Okay. All right. Yeah, like that's good.
We're all tangled up.
Yeah. I don't want someone to leave us a bad comment.
Fuck you. You
Fuck.
know what? If you think you do a better podcast,
Do it.
do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
Yeah.
Get a better podcast.
Yeah, try it. It's not as easy as you think.
Were you hooked? Hooked on phonics over
Yeah.
there? Oh shit.
You know?
Is there an alligator? Yeah.
Yeah. If you think it's this easy, come here and do 2 hours a night like we do.
Yeah.
It's a
You-
workout.
You think it's easy to hang out with
Your best friend.
someone that you've been hanging out with for a very long time?
Yeah.
And just have a conversation and record it?
And then put it on every platform
You
possible.
think it's that easy to get these things? Do you know, you guys don't even know how we got acquired these things.
Yeah.
2-day
time.
shipping, Amazon Prime.
Took time.
It did.
Many gifts from our friends and subscribers.
Right. Back to what I was saying before the Geico thing.
Yeah.
DMT seems to be the thing that is getting people
The
back
fourth
on
dimension.
track.
Yeah.
The fourth dimension. I was telling you about that
I'm
guy,
afraid to try it.
the guy that took the
Yeah.
DMT.
The barcodes.
What I'm confused about is what gave him the idea to do that. This guy just has like lasers sitting around his house and was like, let me run some paradoxical fucking lasers and just stare at them after taking DMT. You know what I mean?
Render our code.
Gave him the idea.
Yeah. He broke the code. I do that when I'm high sometimes. Do some funny shit.
You stare at light
Like,
bulbs.
why would I think of doing that? And then I do it. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea.
Oh no, sweet. Now I'm blind.
Yeah. No, I'm not staring at lasers and shit, but
Staring at the sun.
yeah.
Hey, honey.
Ever stare at trees on the mushrooms? Like a pine tree or a tree with a lot of leaves?
When we went camping.
You see it glowing with energy.
Yeah.
It's like buzzing.
They do this too.
Yeah. Yeah, show for the camera.
They do this.
And then, like, there's just like, they have like energy.
Yeah, like what is that?
Yeah.
Is that like what, like when you take mushrooms, do you think that's what life actually is like? But like our brains
can't
speed
pick it
things up and
Or we get dull to it over time. We like our brain decays.
maybe it shuts it off because it's like a distraction, you know? Like if that's what we saw and we had to run from a fucking
wouldn't-
tiger.
Oh, yeah. And
The
then we
tiger-
wouldn't- Yeah.
We
Then we
wouldn't,
wouldn't be building skyscrapers and we'd be too busy just looking at the rivers and the.
maybe it's better off. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's better off to be in the woods.
you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Those are the best times.
Yeah. I love camping.
Me too.
I got this sweet pic on the back of my phone or my background. Racket Lake.
Racket Lake.
Sarah and I went down there. First big trip of the year with a camper.
When'd you go there?
Oh God! When did we get the camper?
2 weeks ago?
No, last year. Probably July.
Last year. Oh yeah, that was the first trip. Yep.
Our first big trip. We went to like Hamilton Beach on our own as a test run.
Just to
That was a whole debacle
get all
going
the
there, though.
hookups.
Once I got the camper parked, it was good. It was like a one way in, one way out scenario.
Yeah.
Off from the main campground. And it's like if it had a 22-foot camper. And boy, were they not lying. A 22-foot camper, not including the car. Holy shit.
Yeah,
It was sketchy
and that's going to be like
for my first time.
every new campsite you go to, you're going to be thinking, what is it?
I pick them now.
What is it going to be like?
I pick them now. Because I know what to look at overhead. And like, okay.
Oh, you look at the satellite view
Yeah, I pick it out now for...
just to make sure.
Yeah, I know what I can do. I know my limits.
Yeah, they like sometimes when they like originally built these.
Yeah, there weren't things like this.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Well, this one is supposed to be like off from the main campground, a little more secluded.
Yeah.
You can be right in the water with no neighbors. It's kind of nice.
Just park it in the water.
I was going to leave it there. Sarah's like, we're going to do, like, I was going to park it facing the wrong way,
Yeah.
not pointing out. And, like, I'll figure it out on Sunday. We got 5 days. But
It'll
no,
be
I
fine.
jackknife it and got it through.
Jeez.
Put a couple scratches on the Durango. No big deal.
No biggie.
No big deal.
It's paid off now, so
Yeah, the Durango's paid off.
just turn it in,
She wants to.
trade it.
She wants to.
Yeah. Don't do it.
But back to DMT. It could bring us what the other dimensions are. I'd love to try it someday. Too scared. I don't think I ever will. But I'm just curious on what
Yeah.
that could bring.
I heard it's like really intense and it's technically short. It's like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
but
that's-
but it can
feels like forever.
feel like a lifetime. Maybe that's what like this is though.
But we're just so used to it, we're numb. That's probably what people feel like when they listen to this podcast. God, it's so long. Fucking get it over with.
I know. It's all right. I'm sorry, guys. Skip ahead.
Sorry, Dad. You know what I mean?
Sorry, Mom.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe someday.
Now just like having kids is harder to do stuff like this. Like I
But 10 minutes.
have mushrooms in my freezer.
That's all day.
Yeah. But also, when am I going to do it?
Yeah.
Like,
As I'm saying, DMT's 10 minutes. You could do it right here and we'll never know.
That's true. Maybe this we'll do on the podcast. That'd be a nightmare.
Once it's legal, I'll do it.
What's the, what's the ideal setting for doing DMT anyways? Like shrooms, you probably want to be camping
Camping in the woods.
in the woods. You don't want it to be chilly. You want to already be feeling good. But
Yeah.
DMT, what's the...
I'm sure you could Google it. Good setting for DMT.
Yeah. ChatGPT.
Yeah. See what it tells me. So freaking prude.
But also, the main question, where do you get DMT?
And where do you trust?
Exactly.
That's why I wanted to be legal.
You fuck
for
around.
like a
someone-
doctor prescription.
Fuck around, someone gives you oregano.
Fucking idiots.
I can get my own oregano, asshole.
Yeah, I've done it.
Done it before. I can grow my own oregano.
Printer paper. Set the mood, private, quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Dim, low lighting. Some prefer candles or soft colored lights. Comfortable seating or laying down.
Laying down. Okay.
Temperature, not too hot or cold, of course. Like, optional music, gentle ambient instrumental music without lyrics and help guide the experience. But silence is also totally valid. Solo or the trusted sitter.
I'd want to do it with someone I trusted. I wouldn't want to go through that like alone. Personally.
Have a safe come down zone where you can journal, do some art, or laying in silence. Water nearby just in case. What the fuck is that? Oh, because you're thirsty? Like what, to drown yourself? Jump in a river?
Make sure to tie a knot. Tie a rope around the ceiling fan
Yeah.
just in case. Interesting. Yeah, have you met anybody that's done it?
No. Except for Joe Rogan.
You met him?
No. On TV.
I only met one guy that did it, but you know what doesn't, like, with something like DMT, with how good people say it is or can be, It's like the individual who I'm talking to, who had the experience. I have such high expectations for that person's life
Yeah.
and like where they would be, to where if I feel like they're just like another me,
Yeah.
I'm like, it can't be that great.
No.
you're still
Yeah.
doing what you're. But maybe it's not about physically where you are, but like mentally. Maybe you're in like a better mental state or something.
I did magic mushrooms years ago.
Yeah.
Before COVID. Changed my life. How I viewed things. 100%. I feel I'm a better person for it. I used to be so strict with the law. Like, oh, we got to follow the law and the government.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of just like, meh,
So you kind of chilled out a little bit.
chilled out. Yep.
What do you think
Like
it
not
was?
locking people. Obviously, I want to lock up people that do harm to others.
Yeah.
But everyone else, financial crimes, stealing, yeah, there'd be some kind of a punishment, but
It's
don't like
not-
where I throw the key.
Yeah. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
What did you have a particular point of the experience like that kind of led you to feel that way, or was it just as a whole? Like a lot of people talk about shrooms being like an ego.
Yeah.
Killer,
That's
you
what
know?
it was. Yeah. Killed my ego a little bit. But it wasn't like just, it was a realization afterwards. Like after a few days, I started looking at life a little different, slow down a little bit, looking at the sky more, looking at the trees. Still do it today. You know, it's been like 6 years, you know?
It's a reminder.
Yeah. Well, longer than that, 7 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really
6,
wish.
7 years.
I really wish that that first time that I did it, earlier in that day, we talked about it. I was like,
Yeah.
"Are you going to do it?" And you said, "Yeah, absolutely."
Sorry.
That would have been. I don't regret it, but I do wonder what that would have been like if we did it together.
See, my experience, I don't remember the people I was with so much. I just remember the feeling and what I experienced with nature.
Yeah,
So I don't know if I would know you were there. But yeah, I would with you.
I appreciate it.
Because I was in the pool probably for a good 6 hours that day here.
Just hanging
And you
out.
could see the clouds just like morphing with each other the whole day.
Yeah,
When you're just sitting in the pool like this. And they're just, you could see that like, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
I see that now still today. Wow. If you take a second, really look at some clouds. And they're kind of like connecting to each other and like taking the vapors and like,
I've never seen them connect.
yeah, check it out.
I do
Take a-
like when
take
it's
a
real
look.
cloudy and you can see them moving.
Yeah. It's got to be somewhat clouds, but it's got to be blue skies too to see it. But really, take a close look.
Yeah, I almost want to have. I would almost like to have an experience like that this summer.
Yeah, we could. The pool. Then
The pool would be
there
perfect.
was a jet going across the sky, like way up high.
Yeah,
You know how these people say, oh, it's chemtrails?
yeah.
I could see, so far, I could see the flames come in the back of that jet.
That was causing the trails.
I don't know. I just saw flames come on the back of the jet.
Interesting.
But I probably wasn't really seeing that. But maybe I was so hyper focused I could see that far.
Yeah.
Like I could almost like make out the plane, like the writing on it. And
Yeah, it's magical.
yeah.
It is very magical. I'm gonna do it when I get home.
Yeah.
Just do-
Long night. You gotta work
Yeah,
tomorrow,
it's
but
gonna be
good
a
luck.
weird- tomorrow's gonna be a weird day.
Weird haircuts.
Or us.
Maybe some of the best haircuts you ever have.
Right.
Some people microdose and they do great.
It makes me nauseous when I microdose. It makes me nauseous in general to take those kind of mushrooms. So
Probably because it's got shit on them.
it's all that cow shit,
It's the cow shit on your mushroom.
right?
What you're eating.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe we'll carve some time out this summer.
Go figure it out.
4th of July.
Yup.
You guys got any plans?
Nothing 4th of July. My sister's coming to town July 5th.
Dude, we do shrooms with your sister.
Yeah. It's legal in Portland, too.
Is it? Tell her to bring some.
Yeah.
You think she would?
I don't know if you get on the plane with it.
Do it in the form. Just bring chocolate bars.
Oh, yeah.
I can bring chocolate on the plane, can't I?
Yeah.
No, mushrooms. You could just, I don't know, put them in your suitcase.
Yeah.
Check bag.
Put them in your Zyn container.
Put them in your Zyn container.
Just a Zyn, bro.
Right?
Little DMT pouches.
Get a little. Yeah. Get the they got the metal Zyn containers.
Yeah.
Put that through the machine. See what it does.
Yeah.
It's like an RFID.
Yeah.
It's like blocks it so you can't see what's inside.
And then they know.
Then they know you're hiding something.
They're gonna grab it and look at it. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. So where we at?
We're about 4 hours in, dude.
Sounds good.
Zyn, hour 34. I think hour 40 is like our new
Yeah.
our new
I think
thing.
it's a good goal.
Yeah.
My neck's starting to hurt from my illness.
Is it?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Oh, like I said, it's a stomach bug of some sorts, but
Your neck hurts from that?
I had a stiff neck all day yesterday.
You take a Viagra? That's
took
stuck in your
Blue Chew.
throat? You took Blue Chew.
Try Blue Chew today. Do you want to get hard for your wife or girlfriend
Or in general?
or in general? Get Blue Chew through hims.com.
Do you have an appointment coming up with your mortgage lender?
Yeah.
And you just want to be
Show
on
dominance?
point? You want to just show dominance? Try
Or do
Blue
you
Chew.
have a meeting on Tinder with a girl who has Down syndrome? No?
Yeah.
Gotta talk to our legal team on that one. I just can't believe that's a thing.
I know.
But hey, good for her. If that's what she wants and
Holy
she's
shit.
doing it on her own free will.
Capitalizing.
If she knows
Absolutely capitalizing.
no one's forcing her to do it,
Yeah.
hey, free world.
Think about what things do you have wrong with you
A lot.
that you could emphasize that like neither of us have anything close to Down. So I'm colorblind, but I can't emphasize. I can't
I have a lot of neck
have an
fat.
only.
I snore.
I snore,
That'd be good.
dude. That's got to be a kink,
Someone would love that.
right?
I was thinking about selling my feet picks because I got like finger toes.
Yeah,
I could pick stuff up. So maybe someone would want to buy them.
that's
Jerk
true,
off to it.
dude. If you could,
I don't care if it's dudes. Like
if you could
pay
pack
me.
us in with your toes, I'd be impressed.
In my butthole.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have a foot fetish?
No, I don't understand. I don't understand that fetish at all.
Do you have any sort of fetish?
No, not really. Not your tip like boobs and ass. Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
All right.
Blowjobs.
That's a fetish. I don't know. Is that a fetish?
Yeah, is that a fetish?
I don't think so.
I'm just a dude.
I'm just a dude.
Dale Earnhardt. Yeah. Cars.
Cars.
Money.
That's your fetish. My only fetish is
Tits and Dale Earnhardt.
tits and Dale Earnhardt.
And mustache.
I like boobs and NASCAR.
NASCAR.
I fucking love watching the car go around in circles.
Circles. Oh, a left. Oh, another left.
Oh shit.
He's still going left. There
This
he
guy
goes.
was damn good.
He's going left, but faster.
He's going left but faster. He's coming around the curve.
Oh, he might go right. Oh,
He's
no, he
coming
went
around
left.
the whole thing's a curve, Dale.
He's going right. He's going right. Nope, he tricked us. He's going left.
Do you have to use blinkers in NASCAR?
No, not legal. It's illegal to have a blinker.
That's insane.
Yeah. God bless.
God bless. I'm
He
thankful
died
for...
on my birthday, by the way.
Did he really?
I was at a birthday party. I was a big Dale and her fan. We were watching
Sorry for your
Daytona
loss.
500.
You were watching it?
Yeah. Wow. At my birthday, Brian was there. Dylan was there.
What
We were
happened?
eating our
He just
pizza
flew
from
into the wall?
Pioneers. Yeah, flew in the wall. And he always wear an open face helmet. And I think his seatbelt broke. So when he hit the wall so hard, his inertia kept going.
Yeah.
Fucked up his face. His brain, obviously.
Oh, he hit it that.
Pretty much he ate the steering wheel. And his brains were everywhere.
Imagine if the last.
What?
Sorry.
What?
Sorry, just morbid joke.
You never seen anyone's brains?
No,
floated
just
up?
imagine if the last thing you ate was a steering wheel.
Oh shit, going fast. No, have you ever seen trauma like you've been an EMT, right? Or you didn't see anything trauma like that in the field?
I definitely have not. I've seen some I've seen some pretty shitty shit before.
Yeah. I've seen heads blown off,
Ooh, five guys,
decapitation,
one hammer,
guys hit by trains, or a dude.
hit by a train.
Yeah, flattened.
I'm sorry, man. If you get hit by a train,
Just a mess.
yeah. Do you just get punted by the train, or do you get ran over?
This guy got ran over.
So hit,
Yeah.
you get hit.
Sucked under.
What's that like?
Everything was pretty much intact except for nothing was in him anymore. Like all his skin. I guess. It's hard to explain.
Where did you see this?
In Texas.
Oh, was it a migrant? Immigrant?
Yes.
Sorry, immigrant.
Yes.
Wow.
Migrant. It's like, oh, what's
the difference?
acceptable?
If you're a migrant, you're migrating. If you're an immigrant, you're
And I've
immigrating.
seen guy with his skin eaten off his face because he washed up off. He died in the water.
Yeah.
Washed up on shore. His head was still in the water. The rest of his body wasn't. And the fish, I'm not a scientist, ate all his face. We go and grab him to pull him up to the top of the bank for the fire department.
Yeah.
To take him, and he had no face. We were turning around, and his face, it was a skull.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was that weird?
Yeah.
You got PTSD from that stuff?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Night terrors, but
Doesn't-
wife says I wake up screaming. I love how my sleep doctor totally went over that. Like, so I put that in there. Like, do you ever wake up yelling or screaming? Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the same dream. Every time it's the same dream. It's like this faceless dude, and I'm trying to shoot him, and nothing happens.
Doesn't fit into their training.
I don't know. But why ask? Your sleep disorder, doctor. Come on, figure it out.
Yeah, is it like if you say no, then you bring it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I could imagine.
But it's
dude.
not enough to disrupt my sleep, and it's probably like once a month, if that. My wife says I wake up yelling.
Maso menos.
Yeah. No. Just yelling. I can't get words out. Like, I'm trying to talk, and I can't. In my dream, at least. It probably sounds like that. All jumbled. You know?
What were you like in the moment when that stuff was really going on and you were encountering people like that? Were you yelling? You were yelling commands?
Yeah.
You know?
Command presence, right? You yell a little bit when situations are tense.
Yeah.
One time a guy tried jumping me. They were in an orange grove or orchard. And I was looking more towards the bases of the tree. Look, because usually they would hug the bases of the tree. You can't really
Right.
see him. So I got my flashlight. He comes from the top of the tree or up elevated, jumps on my back. And I was like, holy fuck. And you can't say, yeah, I'm in the fucking orange grove.
Yeah.
The corner of, 104 and 259. Help.
You're supposed to be calling out shit on the radio while this is going on.
Yeah, if you want someone to help you.
That's
or you
what
just go and handle it.
That's what blows my mind. Is people that are in things like in a part of things like that, and they're like fucking calling out commands while someone's trying to kill them.
Yeah.
But anyways, so is that what you? So you were like, oh fuck.
Yeah. And I finally got in cuffs, and some guy comes from, why are you yelling? I'm like, he fucking jumped on my back. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I thought it was a
Trying
bug.
to choke me in my rifle strap. Wasn't looking up. So
Was
then
he
I
just
learned,
not strong enough to
he was
do
a
it?
little guy.
Yeah.
Basically, just fall backwards, and I probably was 250 pounds at the time.
Boom.
And a young buck,
Knock the wind out of
scrappy.
him.
Yeah, probably. Tune him up a little bit. Statute of limitations over with, right?
Gave him
not while he's in cuffs, but
Gave him
as
an
we're
oil
fighting,
change.
you got to give him a little tune up.
Yeah, you got it.
Like, not giving the hands, do
Yeah.
a couple kidney punches, right, around their back. But then I learned, so you can see the progression of policing from 2012, 2011 to when I went through another academy like 2020 or 2021. How it changed from just get the guy in cuffs any means possible, like beat the shit out of him,
Yeah.
to using proper techniques, pain compliance, jiu-jitsu style, like submissions, not choking, but arm bars, things like that, to get the guy to comply. Sternum rubs, stuff like that. Yeah.
Which is you would say is better, right?
Yeah, way better.
Well, you have
The
more
less
control.
force you can use, the better. The more control you have.
Yeah.
If you're going, if you're fighting a guy, you don't want to get fisticuffs.
Yeah, but if you can,
But if you can go in and calmly, with the least amount of force, I think that's better.
yeah, when you see like interaction videos between police officers and who they're trying to arrest, and I've seen a few where they've used like
Jiu-jitsu?
jujitsu,
Yeah.
and
So clean,
it's so clean,
smooth.
and you're using it on someone who doesn't fucking know.
No.
Chances are you're not going to be arresting a guy that knows jujitsu.
You never know, but yeah.
Yeah.
Or if they do, hopefully you've trained a lot more
Yeah,
and you have a little more tools in your belt.
give him a tap.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's probably the best way.
It almost just makes.
But I mean, we were doing
Makes sense.
freaking boxing in the Border Patrol Academy, like straight up, like
Yeah.
getting our faces beat in. Compared to the academy I went up here in New York State, where it's like, oh,
He still did a little boxing, but it's more like, oh, let's get control of the guy
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah, that one fucking gunner fucking broke that dude's face.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, broke his orbital socket.
Fucking.
Yeah,
I wonder how he's doing, man.
I wonder if he's still in.
I think he is. He seems
Fucking
he
gotta be
seems to
nuts.
really
He was
enjoy
young
it.
though too. Yeah.
Yeah. And
See, if I was that age, yeah, but like, holy fuck, those kids, what they go through.
I got his number. Maybe he'd be a cool guest if he was willing to come on.
Yeah.
Like talk to him about the process. He
Yeah.
knows you. Like when you guys were in the academy together. But
Does he still come to you or no?
no, I think he was coming during the academy, and then he started growing his hair out. I think once he got out of the academy. I think he does like a slick back or something.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, he was a
But-
tall fucker.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a big boy.
I almost broke my wrist.
Did you?
One guy was going like blocking like this,
Yeah.
and I was doing an uppercut, and it's just how his elbows hit here.
Ooh.
I had like a hematoma.
Yeah.
It was like a goose egg on my wrist. They thought it was my bone popping out. I had to go to the emergency room. Like, I don't want to go. No, like, fuck, I'm fine.
Yeah.
No, you got to go. I'm like, no, it's fine.
It's fine.
It hurts, but it's fine.
See, look.
I don't want to be taken out, you know?
You just cut it.
It's probably
See,
like
it's fine.
week 4 of the academy, right? You don't want to be that guy. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
No, you got to go. I'm like, oh, fuck.
My God. Good times.
So it just was a hematoma.
You got to go back to the academy, dude.
Fuck no.
You got to do another one. Do it for the boys.
2 is enough.
I'll do it with you.
No.
I'll do it with you.
No.
Come on. Yeah, I don't even think I get past the test.
0's enough for a lifetime. Well, then it goes back to that discipline shit. I hate that. I
Yeah.
don't do well in those situations.
When they're yelling at you?
I can live to it. I've done it.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. So why would I voluntarily do something?
You just get a weird feeling. Like it makes you want to do the opposite.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I think a lot of people have that.
Like, I'll do what you tell me. Don't be a dick about it. I'm an adult.
Yeah, don't treat me like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So
I get why they have to do it.
well, probably because there are people that do need that,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, they just give it to everybody.
Yeah.
Because even if you're not being a shithead, you're still getting that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
wild.
yeah, they do a test, yeah. I remember one time in Borgeville Academy, I would shave every day, like you're supposed to.
Yeah.
But every day, it's like, you're not shaving right. You gotta shave closer. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking bleeding. I got razor burn. I'm a 20-something-year-old.
Looking like the guy you pulled out of the river.
Yeah, I'm just freaking, my face is all burnt from, like, using the cheap-ass razors they give us. And, like, yeah, Tani, you gotta shave better. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? How do I get any closer?
Got any recommendations?
Yeah. We can't say that because information, right? Can't say anything. Just go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So eventually I gave up on the accident. I didn't react to it. So stopped being a problem.
So you think that was
One day I did forget to shave in the morning. Didn't say yeah.
no way?
Yeah. I was so nervous. I was sitting there in formation. I was like, holy fuck. How did I forget the number one thing to do in the morning?
Yeah.
I don't know why people do that. I do that still to today. Like I forget something. Like, why the fuck did I forget that?
What was your? Sorry, I keep asking you questions. What was your when you would get up for the academy? 'Cause that was when you went through your first academy. It was a little different, but
Yeah,
were you like
barracks.
gung ho, or were you like fuck another day? Like were you really dreading going to every day, or were you like kind of looking forward to it?
I'd say first couple weeks you love it,
Yeah.
and then it starts becoming old. At least for me, I get bored quickly, I think.
Okay.
And then the middle period, you're like, fuck, it's dragging on. And then at the end, like last 2 to 3 weeks, you're like, okay, this is fun again. Also, they lighten up on you in the last couple weeks because
Yeah.
you're almost done and you kind of proven yourself.
Because you made it through.
Yeah, it's a hit and mix. Yeah. But then it's funny, virtually you do the police training academy. They go through a Spanish academy. Basically, it's like college Spanish for 8 weeks after you just graduated. Wow. Like you graduate, they give you your badge, you take your pictures with your family, and then they march you out, and then they take your badge away and your credentials, and all right, you got another 8 weeks. And then people that speak Spanish can go to the field, but if you didn't pass the Spanish test going in,
Jesus.
which if you're not a native speaker, you're not going to pass.
Right.
Yeah. So I had 8 weeks of Spanish training, which that was okay because a lot of classroom, which I didn't like either because you're sitting there and you're full gear. You got your body armor on, your duty belt. So you're sitting there sweating all day trying to learn. It's not like in college you're sitting there all comfortable and
Right.
But that wasn't bad. We did a lot of role play, soft talking in Spanish, and
That's cool.
I think it's more set up to learn phrases than actually speaking the language.
Well, yeah, because like, were you like what they would respond? It's like, okay, I could speak to somebody, but when they respond,
Yeah.
am I gonna even know what they're saying?
Yeah, like I'm processing people back when I was there. You ask my question, they start rambling on. You're like, C or no? Yes or no? Don't give me a full answer here.
Man, it's gonna be a nightmare. But if you're, I don't know, if you're just happen to be fluent in it.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times I notice a lot of the fluent speakers love doing the processing or the reports. So they love being inside all day. And the white guys, the gringos, love being out fucking playing cowboys.
That's funny.
Chasing all the bad guys.
Wow.
So a lot of times they would switch out with us.
Yeah.
And we would just be out. And a lot of times the senior guys, they like it. They're making six figures and you're sitting inside a nice air-conditioned processing center. Just doing paperwork all day, making six figures. So they didn't care.
Yeah, and if it's easy for you, just asking questions.
I remember we had this one guy. I wish I remember his name. He was like G.I. Joe. Like, he would be the Lone Ranger, always working some kind of narcotics crossing. Mm-hmm. And if you hear him on the radio, you would listen up. We hear him mic up on the radio. You would know, like, okay, he's got eyes on something good. Because he would go in on his own. That's the best way to kind of get drugs, kind of like get dropped off, and you hike it in so they don't see the car at all. And he'd be out there for like 4 or 5 hours just waiting for something to cross, some drug traffic. And he was just so squared away with it too, and be on point, telling us where to go, where the load was going.
He loved that shit.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Was he like an ex-Marine or anything?
I don't know. Never really. He didn't talk to anyone. He probably had like when I was in, probably like 10 years in, so you don't really talk to guys that much time in. Maybe 10 to 15 years. He had red mustache and shit, and just like total gringo guy, but badass.
Damn.
And he would, he always get drugs no matter what. Like we would get a drug call, like it might be 500 pounds. He wouldn't go to it because he knew there'd be a bigger load going down river because everyone goes to where the drugs are.
Right.
So sometimes they'll send like a scapegoat across and knowing it's going to get caught because everyone floods it.
Right.
And then down river or upriver, they might be sending 40 pounds of cocaine or 2,000 pounds of marijuana or heroin.
So he loved getting the big bus.
He would be like, all of a sudden we'd be all like getting the 500 pounds, like celebrating, taking pictures. All of a sudden hearing the radio, he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I got this going on. They're crossing now. And everybody's like, oh, fuck, he's got the good one. You know?
Oh, my God. Do you get bonuses for catching more drugs?
No.
Oh.
They have a sign-on bonus now. It's like $50,000 to be a Border Patrol agent. You get a signing bonus.
That's insane.
I wish they had that back in my day.
$50,000.
Can you imagine that? I don't know if it's all up front or after, like up front a little bit, and then once you graduate, and then maybe a couple years in.
Yeah,
I don't think they give you $50,000 because they lose so many people.
They're not going to give you that to go through the academy.
Like out of my class of 50, I think we have 46 graduate. I know at least 10 that aren't in it anymore.
They get out pretty quick.
Yeah, a lot of them went to Florida to be police officers. You can go right to Florida and not go through another academy. They'll accept your training there.
Oh, so that just might be. Well, I don't even know actually. I would think of it. It was like maybe that's an easier way to not go through the Florida academy. But why would you go? You're still going through an academy.
Yeah,
and you got to learn all the Spanish.
Yeah.
Interesting. I met some pretty cool cop. One pretty cool cop in when I was living in Miami. This guy was doing OT at a Walmart.
Oh yeah.
One thing about South Florida is every grocery store has a police officer.
Same thing with South Texas.
It's I don't know if it's just like standard or if it's just because there's always shit going on.
Probably
but
always shit going on.
This guy was so cool. His name was Dustin. This tall guy. He's probably like your height.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking ripped. I mean, this guy was ripped, bald, intimidating as fuck. When you see him, you're like, when I first saw this guy, I was like, that guy would eat me alive. And I don't know what sparked a conversation, but I started talking to him, and every time that I would go in there and see him, we'd have a conversation. Nicest fucking guy. And that's one person I think of about living in South Florida. That I was like, I wonder how he's doing.
Yeah.
But dude, he seemed like he was just enjoying his time.
Yeah.
Getting that OT, just putting in his time.
Yeah, making that money for his family.
He's probably single. That's like the ideal job if you're single.
Oh, yeah. Married, no.
Yeah.
Kids, no.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, we can wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up like your mom last night.
Let's wrap it up like your ma didn't and had
Yeah.
you.
Bad plans. Bad planning on
Had
her
that
part.
fucking guy, whoever or girl, whoever was leaving rude comments.
Or they, them. I don't want to misgender.
Yeah, whoever it was.
Fuck you.
Oh, it was a he. I looked in the profile. It was a he.
He, okay.
Well, it said he. So
Well,
could be throwing us off, but
if you're listening, I doubt you are,
yeah.
maybe you should listen to more of our podcasts and figure us out.
You should. And if you, instead of leaving a mean comment, just give us some constructive criticism, really.
What you want to see more of?
Yeah, or less.
More eating hot dogs, more talking about DMT, more investing. I got it all. I'm a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, we'll give it to you. Whatever you want, we'll give it to you.
I'll give it to you right now.
If you want jelly bean Skittles,
Why
we
not?
we
Go.
got you.
Let's go.
We love you guys. Thank
Love you
you
too.
for listening. And don't forget, man, we're just the #1 podcast.
Yes, not about fishing. With your hosts.
Sign. There's a sign.
Your hosts, Nick and Alex.
Alex and Nick. Love you.
Bye, Ma.